Hey friends, it's day 3 and we are crossing the Atlantic. All right, day 3, we hit the ground running. We've done our morning exercises and we're doing our mile walk right now, folks. So it's great to be a part of the team right now. It feels like, yeah, it's something to do. And we've got another sunrise. It's so much bigger today than it was yesterday. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a ship right there. So we actually have company this morning. I'll zoom in on it so you guys can see it. But now the problem arises. A mile walk around the ship, 7 laps. So I'm gonna have to put 2 more laps, breakfast, and then what? More of the same, folks. Look in the background. Water everywhere you can see. Trapped aboard the ship, folks. And it's only day 3. All right, well, it is breakfast time, folks. And for breakfast, we are having scrambled eggs with cottage cheese and onions, tomatoes, spinach, and a little bit of cheese and 3 sausage links. That's pretty much like a protein breakfast. That's kind of my go-to. You know, this channel is dedicated to living your best life over 50. And part of that is being healthy, maintaining your health. Now, I've been in and out of gyms my whole entire life, and I don't want to repeat that anymore, but I still want to live a healthy, leaner life. And you know, traveling all the world, eating food, it's not conducive to that, but so I have to kind of set limits for myself. But being a 55-year-old man with a 25-year-old body, joking folks, I'm 55 and I have a 54-year-old body. It's tough to maintain and keep up, but I'm going to share a little bit about what I do and what my morning routine is. Again, I've given up the gym and lifting weights because maintaining muscle is a lot of work, and your older body doesn't want to keep that up. Your younger body, absolutely. Your older body, no. So it's going to take a lot more to maintain your muscles and your bulkiness. But what I believe in is protein. You have to take protein, especially the older you get, because it's harder to intake. And with all the food out there nowadays, you're getting a lot less protein. And if you think of your core as an engine of a car, your protein intake would maybe be like the oil or something equivalent of an oil. And again, your food that you're intaking would be the fuel, of course. So again, there's many tools out there where you can calculate your protein needs. But for my body weight, I need to get as close to 200 grams of protein a day to maintain. And the interesting fact about protein is that for every 200 grams of protein I intake, I'm burning 250 calories. So that's an added bonus. So I'm actually burning calories without doing anything, just by simply drinking protein. So what that looks like for me is I have my morning coffee. I have a protein-filled breakfast. Again, 3 eggs and sausage. And then a key too is if you use ketchup, stop using ketchup because it's full of so much sugars, and that just adds unneeded calories. If you can handle it, switch to hot sauce. Again, a little bit at a time, but it's going to satisfy that need for a topping on it. And something with the peppers, accelerate your metabolism for a little bit of time, but at least that acceleration is going to burn a little bit of extra calories for you. And then I put hot sauce on it. So I'm having a protein-forward breakfast. Right after breakfast and coffee, I'll have a protein shake. That's going to be about 30 grams of protein. Afternoon, I'm going to do a salad, and you saw that yesterday. You know, hearty salad. You're going to take a ding for the dressing, but again, healthy vegetables and slide around with your body, so your metabolism doesn't have to work as hard, but you're still going to be burning calories throughout the day. I'll have another protein shake for lunch, so that's another 30 grams of calories. And then for dinner, you saw last night I had the surf and turf, strip loin steak, and then a lobster tail. Now I did have some potatoes with it. I think I had a bite or 2 of the potatoes, and then the broccoli is good, but the rest of the vegetables, they're generally cooked in butter or oil and all that stuff, so I try and stay away from that. So again, a protein-centric dinner. and then I'll have a protein shake right after dinner. So that's 90 grams of protein I'm getting just from protein shakes. Is it the best way to get your protein? Not really, but you're just gonna be eating all day and you're gonna get burnt out on eating meats and everything to try and reach your protein requirements. So I say a healthy mix of protein shakes and actual protein. And that keeps your body running. And without knowing it, protein's indirectly going to start building muscle too. It's going to give your muscles everything they need to bulk up a little bit. Now, are you going to get ripped? No, not at all. But you will bulk it up a little bit. From there, I'm not a dessert person. I'll have maybe 2 desserts a year. But if you do, just watch stuff. Have a bite. You don't have to have the whole dessert. Just have a bite, satisfy that sweet tooth, and then push it away. But I do believe in keeping your core strong. Your core is the engine of your car. You have to keep that strong, especially when I turned 50, my whole metabolism just shut down. And I found it hard to get going again. And things were starting to creak and ache a little bit more. And I kind of initially brushed off, that's just my body and I'm getting old. But what it was my body telling me something. My body was saying, hey, I need help. And by doing that, changing around my diet, more protein. Every single morning I take a walk between 1.5 miles. That's routine. And again, that's giving your core strength. 30 push-ups in the morning, 30 push-ups at afternoon, 30 push-ups at night. And the same thing with sit-ups. 30 sit-ups in the morning, 30 sit-ups in the afternoon, 30 sit-ups at night. And I could do it all at one time, but I find that breaking it up throughout the day, well, taking the monotony out of working out, but it also keeps your body moving at a higher level because you're keeping that pace up rather than your body working hard in the morning and then just relaxing the rest of the day. So again, that's my core belief and it's working for me. So I wanted to share that with you. Also, there's a product now, I'm not sponsored by this product, so I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but I do believe it in my heart and soul that there's a product, and if you watch YouTube videos, you're gonna see it all over the place. I'm not gonna mention the brand, but it's green. And I've been using it for 2 years, and it's for your gut health and everything, and your gut has to be healthy. And I've been taking that for almost 2 years now, and I've noticed such a big difference, folks. So I'm sure you can figure out what I'm talking about. But I believe that's your regimen. That's gonna grease your engine of your car. So that between that and your protein, it's gonna be a good combination and keep your body going a long time. Because that's the thing, once you get 50, you wanna start enjoying life. Not so much speeding up, but in a way speeding up, because you got at 50, you most likely have more years behind you than you do in front of you. So you want to enjoy those years and max them out. And you can't do that if your body's struggling to keep up, folks. So I strongly recommend that as soon as you turn 50, start hitting a serious regimen. Start hitting something that works for you and a routine. And that routine is helping me out on this cruise because I feel like I haven't skipped a beat from the time I left shore. So there you go. That's my, so there you have it, folks. That's my routine in a nutshell. And I can't emphasize enough how important healthy, routine, protein forward diet and lifestyle is after 50. All right, so we're gonna decide what we're gonna do for today and we'll see you in a little bit. Good afternoon, friends. We are on the move. We're headed to the Cabaret Lounge for something called the Bermuda Triangle. Bermuda Triangle? Count me in.
Direction. So, some famous disappearances. One of the first ones that gained a lot of acclaim was
So men's synchronized swimming. You know, I've seen it once and I think I'm good. Never seen that again. If you want to see it again, let me know. I can put it in the next video for you folks. Put it down in the comments and let me know. So I went to the Bermuda Triangle presentation and I tried to get some footage in there for you, but I had the absolute worst seats available. I had 2 poles in front of me and the presentator, he wanted to stand behind the poles the whole time from my vantage point. So I didn't really get it, but it was kind of informative. It was kind of fun. Right out here, I mean, in your vantage point right somewhere out there is Bermuda. And so we are officially in the Bermuda Triangle as of right now. And it's a couple interesting facts that the presentator said that the area of the Bermuda Triangle takes up 1.5 million square miles of water. So that's pretty impressive. He says that a lot of the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle are caused by deep water currents because right now there's trenches below us and they kind of steer the currents, and the currents rise to the surface, does weird stuff on the surface, and also affects the air, winds, and everything like that. So it sounds plausible to me. You know, I like a good mystery and, you know, touch on the fringe side every once in a while. So that's more my lane, but science is science. You can't argue with it. Someone told me that numbers don't lie, people do. So another fact of where the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle kind of originated was in 1918 with the sinking or the disappearance of the Cyclops. It was a big freighter and it originated in Buenos Aires and it was going to make its way to Baltimore and it never showed up. Now, the logs say that it was filled with fruits and vegetables, but somehow that got twisted during the course of time and it became full of manganese. And the manganese there's some type of magnetic effect in the Bermuda Triangle, caused the manganese to magnetize and pull the ship down. So that kind of seems like the origin story of the Bermuda Triangle, and things just escalated from there. Now, to me, believe that if you want, but on a personal note, to our alien overlords, be kind and use extra KY jelly. See you in a few, folks. All right, friends, I just got settled back into the room and going to do a little bit of reading. Again, part of my routine that I've established, so a little bit of downtime. But I thought it might be a good time real quick just to tell you about a couple of our stops, because I haven't mentioned that yet. We have 7 days crossing the Atlantic, and it's amazing. It's going to take a full 7 days to get across the Atlantic, and today's day 3. So let me show you the graphics from where we started to day 2 to day 3, where we are now, just right at Bermuda. So we still got quite a ways to go here. But anyways, our first stop is going to be in the Azores, right outside of Portugal. I've never been, but I have an excursion booked for that, and that's going to be visiting an extinct volcano, and there's 2 different lakes inside the volcano, one blues, one green. So that sounds kind of fun. And then the next stop is going to be Madeira, Spain. Madeira, Portugal, I'm sorry. And there I have an excursion booked, and it's gonna be like a food tasting, wine tasting, and it's gonna be a visit to the world famous skywalk there. So a couple of things to look forward to. We do have a few more stops, and I'll talk about those in the next couple of days as I figure out what I'm gonna do there. But the one I'm especially interested in, I believe it's our 3rd stop, and that's gonna be Madrid, Spain. And there I'm gonna go visit according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the world's oldest restaurant. Are they gonna have the world's oldest food, or is it gonna be modern? I don't know yet, but I don't want to look up the menu and I want to be surprised about it. So a couple of things on the horizon, folks. So I'll leave it with you, and I'm gonna do a little bit of reading.
Hello, cruiser. I'm Wavy Davy. I'm in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Now I got a wild fact for you. Did you know the Atlantic Ocean is so big that all the continents on Earth could fit inside of it, with room left over? Yeah, let that sink in. So while you're out there enjoying the cruise life, just remember, down below me is a whole lot of ocean. All right, back to the adventure.
All right, let me go get some coffee. Whew, that was some dream I had. Kind of seemed a little bit realistic. I don't know where it came from. Maybe lack of sleep or something, or maybe something in the book triggered that. But I did look up the fact, and that is true, that all the continents put together will fit inside the Atlantic Ocean. So subliminally, I guess I knew that all along. Hopefully that's one off and it doesn't happen again. All right, friends. Well, the plan was that we were going to sit on the Lido deck and watch a movie. They had the Magnificent Seven playing, but if you can't tell behind me, it's a full-blown storm going on. So the ship is feeling a bit small today. I got to be honest with you. So I was actually looking forward to just sitting on the Lido deck and out in the air and just watching a movie. But apparently that's not in the cards because Carnival caught up with me. So I guess we're gonna head back downstairs and into the ship. Like I said, it feels very small today, smaller than yesterday, folks. So that's the current update from the cockpit. But on the brighter side of things, we did get to see a beautiful rainbow. Let's take that for the win. That blue cheese crusted filet mignon was amazing. One of the best steaks I've had since I've been on ship. But right now, it's showtime. And how was that show? Amazing or what? I mean, one show is better than the next. They put a lot of work into it. So I just made my way up here to the Lido deck, and there's an eerie silence up here. It's like the ship is going to sleep itself. I'm gonna walk out here and kind of give you my view of what I'm looking at. But everybody's like leaving, moving away to the rooms, going downstairs. It's like mole people going back down into the caverns. But the ship itself is almost going to sleep. Like the energy's gone. It's just nighttime. So anyways, it's just a weird dynamic to the ship. There's a few people out, but aside from that, it's nighttime. So I'm gonna head back downstairs and close out from one particular spot that I haven't been to yet. I'll see you in just a few minutes. Okay, friends, so you know by that sound, it's time to figure out if the safe is happy or unhappy. Now, I'll tell you up front, we played for a little bit today, but we didn't have a long session today. We were just a little bit tired, and the tables were quite frankly pretty busy. So let's see where we're at. As usual, we bought in with $100, so we're gonna take that off the table. So there's 200, 300, 350, 25. There. All right, so let's say that was our buy-in. So we've got 200, 300, 350, 375, 400, 402. So we're up. I guess yesterday we were at 302, I believe. So we're up another $100. Again, there's our original buy-in. 200, 300, 350, 375, 400, 402. So I'm happy to report the safe is happy. Such a good safe. There you go, folks. Check in a few. Hey friends, coming to you from a new part of the ship that we have not been to yet. This is the nightclub, and the funny part about the nightclub, this is a adult only cruise, so there's no kids whatsoever, and the average age of the people on board is about 60 years old. So I don't even know if they open this nightclub at night. I mean, I haven't certainly been here, so it speaks volumes about myself. But anyways, want to kind of recap the day a little bit and coming to you in an environment that's kind of neat. I'll show you what the nightclub looks like from my vantage point. So in nighttime, I can imagine it's a pretty cool place. Have some good music, kicking beats, and people on the dance floor. It might be a good time. So today we started off day 3, and I was thinking it was going to be the worst day because I was already feeling it yesterday. It turned out to be pretty good so far, and I'm surprised about that because I just had that feeling, and I was setting myself up for disaster because I just felt it. So maybe I started out the morning negative, but everything went pretty good. I had the routine to rely on. So I followed the routine, and that felt very familiar to me. The only downfall I had was I was tired of being aboard the ship, or let's just call it inside of a tin can. So I wanted to go up on deck and watch that movie, and it just started raining and downpouring. So then I immediately had that moment of like, oh crap, like now I got to go back down inside, and that kind of triggered me for a moment. But after about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, we passed through the rainstorm, and it was a pretty severe rainstorm, big squall that we went through, and then they started playing the movie again. So, you know, I kind of jinxed everything, but it all came back around. So it ended up turning out to be a good day. Food, we had an amazing food for dinner. We kept to our diet, salad for lunch, blue cheese crusted filet mignon for dinner. Dinner was amazing. We went to the show, had a good time, met some more people on blackjack, and we'll see how that turned out. And now it feels like today is a win in the sense that today is the end of day 3. Tomorrow is day 4, so we're over the halfway point of the 7 days at sea. So that, in my mind, huge psychologically. So 4 days, after 4 days, we've got 3 days, and then you just start counting it down till we see land again. So I would have to score that as a win, folks. Hopefully you're enjoying this series. I wanted to do a video that was more personal and wanted to kind of give you an insight of what it's like to be on a transatlantic cruise. I didn't want to just show you all the fun stuff, the partying, the Lido deck, the salsa dancing, and all the fun stuff. I just kind of wanted to be real with you and show you what it's like psychologically to go through a 15-day transatlantic cruise. And again, the whole goal of this channel is so you can see things through my eyes, and hopefully that will influence you to whether do something or not do something. And if you decide to do it, then you kind of already have an insight of what it's like. So if you like that, folks, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button for me. It's going to go a long way in promoting this channel and this video, so it'll help others out. And I think we're going to call it a night after this. So end of day 3. See you later. Bring on day 4. Good night, folks.